na ke kai se mbre bi na me ka tell say jail term no papa de betimanya not less than 15 good years eti mo hwe na yem komo no so 15 years akoda na agra dade ni bi na yeti wa na say o 15 ni de do so ni ate aba why no we wako 8 months 9 months na wapon eri ne yem pa bi because na say Chairman Wontumi so be who abeg opa John Dramani Mahama chawo yem pa na mese bia Chairman Wontumi in more troubles. Chairman Wontumi, baby aduru de this nyame bam. Ade no baby aduru na hwe emfa je na Chairman Wontumi beko. Anu Chairman Wontumi ni lawyer and the appear kubi. Ego piemu ewo Accra High Court. Na enka the omu kwa kan nan say Attorney General and Minister for Justice Dominic Akrotinga Ayini oni ni deputy Justice Sims high omuni case be the form ho when it come to Akonta miners na so judge about trouble
It's another good afternoon. We are coming for 2 cases today. One of them is the Samreboi case. You are aware that we have filed a submission of no case. Attorney General gave us a response and we gave them a reply. So today we are coming for the ruling on the submission of no case. And when the ruling is given, then we will decide our best course of action. The expectation is that the ruling will be upheld for us, and when the ruling is upheld, it means that's the end of the trial. On the other hand, if unexpectedly the ruling is declined, then we will have to take the next step. We'll come back to think about the whole proceedings, particularly the justification for the refusal, and we'll take a decision at that point if we have to file an appeal or if we have to open our defense. But we are very hopeful that our application will be upheld today, and that will bring proceedings to an end. In the other case of the Memory Forest, we are supposed to finish our case management today. The reason we had to adjourn to today was that some of the documents filed by the Attorney General were not readable. We complained profusely about most of them, and I can confirm that as at yesterday, or as at Friday, we had received readable copies of such documents. So we are hopeful that today we will finish our case management and take a date for the commencement of the trial. We will come back to you and inform you of what would have happened if we finish the proceedings. Again, we are very...
Nice, baby, I don't know. Chairman Wontumi pay on pay. There's a filing case. Now, our witness, I may defend this. Or no Chairman Wontumi. Akonta miners, our turn on your bini, Samreboi forest in Muno, when the Bonibia. 2, as a lawyer and the appear kubi. Let me interrogate the witnesses of the Attorney General. Unfortunately, no one Chairman Wontumi in no I critical, I dangerous. I the heat what Eti Chairman Wontumi who not know ayo. Now why Anna the Deputy Attorney General and Minister for Justice. Justice himself ever to work come. Sweet fantastic. That's a Chairman Wontumi be do what them we. This afternoon, the High Court dismissed Chairman Wontumi's submission of no case in the Republic versus Bernard Antwi Boasiako, Kwame Antwi, and Akonta Mining Company Limited. This means two things. Twist your pair. First one, that our illustrious state attorneys have proven the allegation in the case, and that if Chairman Wontumi fails to give a sensible explanation to the accusations, he will be convicted and punished. He will be convicted and punished. The court has since directed him and his Akonta Mining to explain their side of the story. If they have any explanation, by calling witness, if they have any witness to call. The Deputy Attorney General and Minister of Justice, the Justice Sirimsai, and this message yaba say Chairman Wontumi o never mienu opel and so oye as it stands now. After said judges no dismiss no case plea no. The next one and say according to Attorney General and as the Deputy Attorney General, first one as a madam the court to nedia to say evidence don't do na ye pompe pali up edited Chairman Wontumi no e wodi merit nyanse wo na sa Chairman Wontumi antimi ambe kanyanse sembi antira judge fo ya na chese ese ye ditum say kwadu na ediboni na all the charges the man is guilty. So he get his idea and say ye dealing no. That is a prison break part 1, 2 and 3. Now it's about to make them I over the living. I dear way case way here. I am a gunner for Yanyaji. I know what in here. Say ya na corner dia. Often a beggar's operation recover all loot. A yeduma. Yes, you have been fish best at 3 this year, young qua. Say you free March. I go to December as I go to bring the bureau. Now Attorney General and Minister for Justice Dominic Akutinga Ahini, only Deputy Justice Simsai. Now my Central Kramae. Monji at least 3 big fish. I can see for me inside. News yes. Operation recover all loot. Alive. Eti such a amount to mention let's remove. Now the witness number can the same. Now the lawyer and the appear could be. And me I interrogated the witnesses are na ebia the former Akonta Mining manager. You won one workers and I could go concern. O masenete and almost in the church almost the Attorney General. Et information be a woman jebia no makani na. Aka feina. Ye ba cross examination. Some cross examination no. And the better say witness for no some mo katire e fa Chairman Wontumi no. E no correct. And I say ye draw. Now say ye that's a judge for no in their own discretion. Almost no still Chairman Wontumi a guilty pet. Oh you are. Otilo papa no call. And say well here we come. That's what call them obey them rough. Kasadiye heat what operation recover all na Kevin Taylor. I say oh I say only because I'm the same oh. Dear Chairman Wontumi atuni na obetire mu.
Wontumi Samreboi Galamsey Case. Na dey na kosi High Court. High Court orders NPP Ashanti Regional Chairman or Chair Wontumi to open his defense after finding that he has a case to answer regarding illegal mining charges. The kosi court nyani na say eye Attorney General no Alba Court abebo ni nkuro. Na obaye no ordinary evidence bae. Ena ordinary witnesses by ena Wontumi sebio enso lawyer na wo ho na Wontumi wo ho ena sebio Attorney General ebe cheche na sebu nyina mu de na evidence begu ho ena ende edru Wontumi so say Wontumi emra na ono so ensema Attorney General de begu pono so a o se ene no peso gina so na yetumi de bua Wontumi fo no Wontumi so me kire se sebio asema Attorney General ka nyina no e ya tro na nukura bi anim Ninjina so we enye papa Engineer so way enya papa adanse way enya papa nipa o mane kwatena adakam kasa no odi edien o twantro de court say wuntumi meye no na wuntumi sebio ono so nkyere se ensem a ye ka to no so no sebio ensem no enya no kure wuntumi at this point no na opeso kyere court ne say ono de oni asem ya ka ena court say da bi e o say wo be kyere e o say wo so tumi ba be kyere de asem na ya ka to so no say ne kure wo ma na say ne kure de mefiri say court ha da mete no ensem na atene general be kyere me no san nsem no me hu ni say ye no kure wona wo say wo be kyere wa asem mu say in fact the atene general ka no enye wo nkwampo wo mpo de afro wuntumi no wo mpo de anka afro we Kwame nimo na ebia nipa na ensem na atene general de ba ye nyina no Kwame nimo hu nsem na enye wo nsem wuntumi say on person obebie ni case on person oba be kyerkyerem on person obeba be sanity
na ke kai say mbre bi na me ka tell say jail term no papa de betimanya not less than 15 good years eti mo hwe na yem ko bo so 15 years akoda na agra dade ni bi na yeti wa na say 15 ni de do so ni ate aba why no we wako 8 months 9 months na wapon eri ne yem pebi because na say chama Wontumi so be who abeg opa John Dramani Mahama chawo yempe enna mese bia nti ye careful now why ever back to Felix Kwachi Ofosu, the government spokesperson, or see the wheel of justice they say grinds slowly. Don't be blinded by the NPP's agenda to ghost aura. It is biting the state looters hard. Give it time.
So what have the agencies been up to? NIB, for instance, they have looked into 27 cases. They have produced dockets. In other words, they have invited people, questioned them, cautioned them, and built a docket and presented same to the Attorney General for action. Iyoko, they have over 40 such cases. In the case of NIB, over 43 people have been affected, including Kwekwaji Mamenu, who only this week was all over the place claiming that nobody had touched him.
But what happened to him?
Meanwhile, he had been brought in, he had been questioned, he had been cautioned.
When did this happen?
Last year.
Caution on what exactly?
When you are cautioned, it simply means that they take your statement, indicating that you have been brought under a certain
question and caution.
On two cases. The Sputnik V vaccine case and then the Frontier case involving COVID-19 testing at the airport. That has happened. Of course, it is not in all cases that it is highlighted. There are instances where political party operatives mass up and they get lawyers to say it, so then it becomes public. But not all. In fact, I can give you a rundown. For instance, the National Service Authority case, it involves gift to Awari Mensa, and I don't do this with satisfaction. No, it is necessary. I don't do this to embarrass or humiliate anybody. But it is necessary to so that people stop. Exactly. So gift to Awari Mensa and OCSB, National Service Authority. Iyoko finished it, gave the dockets to Attorney General. He has done it. He is in court. Indeed, I think last week or so, the court indicated that we're going to do case management. It is part of the process. And lawyer Pia Kubu and Martin Bebu will bear me out. The Sputnik V case, I've told you. Indeed, as I speak, 2 dockets are ready. And in the coming weeks, the Attorney General will take him to court and charge him for these 2 cases. Again, the Accra SkyTrain project, it involves Solomon Asamoah, who was the CEO of GIF, and then Professor Amayo Kunfi. So they are also in court. Now, there's a case involving SML. Even though the Attorney General, the Special Prosecutor is dealing with another case. There's another case that the Attorney General is dealing with, involving Emmanuel Kofi Nti, Dr. Isaac Kressel, and Mr. Christian Tetesoti. There's a free Wi-Fi case involving Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, and he himself has publicly said that he has been invited, questioned, and a docket has been prepared. There's a gentleman called Opioluwa Omotayo Ojo. I suspect that he's Nigerian. Benjamin Kofi Jesse, William Antwi Boasiako, and Matilda Ewia Azwima. They are the persons of interest in the free Wi-Fi battle. There's a National Lottery Authority case involving Kofi Osameyaw, Henry Kwame Asare Yentumi, and Derek BC Apia. There's Buankra Inland Ports involving Kweku Forie Siama, who was the former transport minister, Justice Amu, John Bernard Antwi York, and Michael Achagwe Luguje. Pardon me if I've mispronounced the name. Then the Drip case. It's a matter that people have been called on. The likes of Mohammed Amin Andam, the former finance minister, and Irene Nantoshi, the former administrator.
They've been called
and questioned. The former administrator of this Assembly's Common Fund. the COVID-19 frontiers case, Kwekwaji Menu and Samuel Bansa. The Pualugu multipurpose dam. Dr. Owusu Efe-Yaku, the former Agric minister, Wilson Kwabena Dankwa, I beg your pardon, Al-Hassan Alolo Muntaka, I believe he was in the vice president's office. Yes. National ambulance case, Emmanuel Owusu Mwedu.
Okay.
Mathematical set. That's a full expression. Sarah Femi Bedietu Ashanti, I believe, is the spouse of the president's the former presidential secretary, Mr. Ashanti Bedietu. Kwejo Daku Mensa, Benjamin Kofi Jesse, Philip Tetepadi, and Matthew Poku Prempe.
Again, this is the mathematical set.
This is a mathematical set issue. The Moshoso rice case, there was an issue about importation of some rice that was not fit for purpose or something. David Ej Mensa, Simon Ej, Eli Kulim Dogbe, and Patrick Ohini Ufori. Then there's a duplicative digitalization, which is Ghana Health Service and National Health Insurance Authority, Dr. Patrick Boasiako. West Blue Judgment Debt. It involves Kenofoyata, who, as I speak, is a fugitive, has fled the jurisdiction. And then there's a 13th African Games. I could go on and on and on and on. So anybody who comes to tell, for instance, they've been called, interrogated, and these are cases on which dockets have been prepared. And so the attorney general has to look through it and then determine a date that is suitable to go to court. If you go to Yoko, there are some of the cases that were not part of oral. You can only discover them when you come into government, like the National Signals Bureau thing. It was never an oral. In fact, there were many people who didn't even know Mr. Dubois was even a public official. But when we came to power and we got wind of it, we looked into it. Indeed, he was arrested in March 2025. By April, he was in court. The Attorney General has said that he will call 5 witnesses. Three of them are done. He's left with 2. So that they can conclude their case, and then Mr. Dubois will open their case. That is a normal judicial process. My brother, Honorable Apiakubi, is here. He is a lawyer for Wontumi, and he will testify that in the case of Wontumi, actually, I think they've done, you are supposed to do a establishment of no case or something, if I'm not mistaken. All the state's witnesses have testified. So the state has made its case. The onus is now on them to either contest the state case through a establishment of no case, which is normal. In the Atu-Forcing case, he made a establishment of no case. So it is normal judicial procedure. The national service case, sorry, that one too, I told you that they are doing case management. It's part of the buffer stock case. There are at least 3 people who are in court over it. Abdul Hanan and his wife, and then I think another individual. What do you call it? So the Attorney General has gone step by step to ensure that this is done.
Anyway, I asked my fellas over Shokwate. I got just a few days ago. Oh, we know the 12 catch it said, Chama to me, Momo, Sika Grave for the Momo. Ya freezy Eddie account. And then the bank accounts and the cars and the properties ni Mombo mpo ya freezy. Na I don't know a tempera. Only if said Chama Wontumi approve beyond every reasonable doubt. Said charges idea boni nano. Ebian odibem ondifoa. And there's the court of competent jurisdiction ya Accra High Court. As when you say, oh, per Chama Wontumi church onifo no odibem dia. Na accounts ni na say your own frozen and the man na just say nyani cannot just say enjoy, but without that the only thing ben say e make take kada. So only for say kin claim and the operation cover all to the best at free because you can asset you could in bank account you could tell your friend say ni momo ni na no e chen e di ben say papa and the nanka kano ye bo say pe onyema ya deje no wetime twa ka ne say kakra na aka no wetwa nemum no o wagoda abankukumu for ewa na goda mu no ufiri mu pie e ba bon TV a wo be hu say yes next time yen kasa ba heart sa I say Allahu akbar and as a chama Wontumi papa no bebre baby aduro bebre papa eti eno na felix of Osuko Achika say let's give some time because I say now you're running out of patience. Yebusa OSP, the office of the special prosecutor, Kisia Jaben, papa how far Wontumi gas in the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Yebusa on a press conference and they say, what do you mean? Now papa a friend no Daniel Yadovolevo was John Nico Pie. I say, now all the year you come for me committee, then I say, mo be implement ni e general ground say that 24-hour economy no yen just in operate 24-hour friends judicial system say there be a bit more jail amount for tentem don't remind the mama I will meet the president say eyemre ene nkrabia na betu obia ha eti emre ne nkrabia na betu obia no ogase e ma na yenya dade de nya abutre ne ento ebo ase na enche operation cover olut obi e wadi Ghana boni bia no